What's going on, my friends? Chris here. I want to bring you all an update today of Bitcoin. Just going to get into a quick update for you guys. Right now, we're sitting at 43,895. We're up about 1%. What we're on right here is the one-day time frame. And what I wanted to have you look at here, guys, what I drew was this yellow line. And this yellow line, in my opinion, is almost the point of control. This is what we need to hold for Bitcoin. So if we step back here and we really take a look at how significant this area of $40,000 has been, you can see back in this range, right here, we've had a battle over it, this entire area here, this retracement that we had back into the $40,000 area. We have more fight over here, and then this area here. So the reason why I'm putting on these pivot points is just to show you how critical this level is, this yellow line. And what we want to see right now, we want this trend change to continue for Bitcoin. So the main level that we need to hold, in my opinion, is going to be about 40,000 to that $41,000 to $42,000 area, right around this yellow line, because we're getting this back test. So we want to be able to gain strength off this, because essentially, guys, the thing that we don't want to see here is that if we have a weak bounce, just like this, say we come up a little bit higher, just set another lower high, and then we come down for a lower low, lower high, and then we just continue to work down. All right, so that's the bearish case, just watching out that it's a light volume bounce to the upside there, and then the bears jump right back in. What the bulls need to see here, we have to change the trend again. So essentially, we need a bounce high enough to get room to come back, set that higher low, and then try to go up and challenge 48,240, where you can see this pivot point right up into this area. Now, if we step back for a moment here, guys, as well, I wanted to point to the weekly chart. So now we're switching to the weekly. And what you can see, and what I do like here, these pivot points, many times they'll mark tops and bottoms. You'll just see those big pivot areas on the weekly time frame. So you can see up here we had one set at 64,899. We had our low set at 28,800. Then we set a higher high at $69,000, and then we just set a higher low on the weekly time frame at 32,933. So you can see that it's higher than this one at 28,800, which is what we want to see. So guys, from that 32.9 we pushed up. We had a lower high. In continuation here, we had a higher low, a lower high, higher low, and then a higher high, and now we're trying to set a higher low. I know that sounds crazy, but as we're bouncing in this area here, we're trying to change the trend to the upside. We want to continue to see those bulls stepping in. Now, my concern has been that we haven't seen much in terms of the volume. So as we've been making this move here, we haven't had massive volume like we've had back in this range, or even when this run started. You can see this volume back in this range. Here, all throughout this run, we've had some pretty good volume. This, we have not had the best volume. Now, I mean, if you look back in this range, we had a heck of a run here, and it really didn't come on that much volume. But it's definitely something that I want to keep an eye on. So on the weekly time frame, overall, you know, we need that 40,000 to hold. And then if we do break down through that range, we'd look to see if we could hold the higher low of 32,933. Now, getting back to the one-day time frame, if we step back here, what I want to put on next is the VPVR. And also, if you guys get something from these videos, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Always helps us out. So you can see the green here, all this buying, and then red, the selling. So this is a huge point of interest right here. So this is the spot, guys, like we've been talking about. This is the area that we should bounce if we're going to continue this move to the upside and see if we can get through roughly about 47 to 48,000 is that big area, then be up to 52. Then from there, I feel like we could go up and set new all-time highs. We'd have plenty of room, but we have all this work to do in here first. Okay, so next, what I want to point out, we're going to get into the 4-hour time frame. So we're just going to work through the time frames a little bit here. So what I like to see on the 4-hour time frame, let me get these pivots off for a second. So on the 4-hour time frame, it's almost like we set a bit of a double bottom here. So we push down to roughly about 42,721. Then we hit it again, and now we've gained a little bit of strength there on slightly above average volume. So what I'd look for, if we can make a move out of here, guys, I'd see if we can get up above about $44,000, and if we can, that could give us a shot up to about $46,000. Now, if we put on our moving averages, and this is going to be our 50 and our 200, what we're trying to do is hold support off this 200 moving average in white. Right here, we have the 50 now acting as overhead resistance. And this entire run here, once we broke up above it, we stayed up above it. So the fact that we're trading below it now, we have to watch for that as potential overhead resistance. If we get into the 1-hour time frame, Take a look here. Nice bullish engulfing candle that came in, so that's good. Still need to get over top of this area here, guys, which is going to be about 44,000. If we can do that, then that could give us a run to back test this 200 moving average on the 1 hour time frame, which we're now trading below as well, and that would put us up to around $45,500. Volume came in, it was pretty decent there. We just want to at least set a higher low here so that we can go up and push up into some of those higher levels. So really watch these areas, guys. I want to see us hold about that 42.7 down around 40,000 as well. Really need to see that hold in terms of overhead resistance, getting up above that 44,000 and then potentially up into the $45,000 to $46,000 range. So just be careful in these areas right now. If you see good opportunities, just play things smaller until you see the trend going your direction, and then you can always add a little bit more onto that when the trend's going with you. So God bless you all. If you get something from this, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Take care.